Hi, you guys. Here we are. We're almost to the darkest day, and then we start to climb out. Or if you're down under, vice versa, coming into the height of summer. And part of me says, I wish I were down there. What's down to me is up to you. What I wanted to talk a little bit about this morning was the question of masculine and feminine energies. I think that's why we say usually divine masculine or divine feminine, which just means a person who is operating in the best expression of those characteristics of receptive, accepting, nurturing, or doing, putting it out there, shining bright, sun energy. And not only do gender feminines express as divine masculines, but vice versa. And not only that, we move in and out of those energies. If we were perpetually in divine feminine energy, we'd be imbalanced. There are some situations that call for that masculine assertiveness or, putting it out there, not in a quote-unquote toxic masculine way of bossing people around or playing power games or whatever. It's being empowered divine masculine in the most benevolent, core, true to yourself way. And it's also the ability to switch over to that divine feminine energy when you have your grandchild in your arms, or when you're taking care of your sick best friend or whatever it is. That divine feminine can come to the fore. You have both. That's ideal. That's yin yang. That's balance. And of course, in the same way, we move out of balance and then have to find it again. So it's a continual process of soul searching. Oh, that is so bizarre. I'm using this deck because somebody asked, what's the deck with the girl in the yellow dress and the buns? And I had a vague memory of that, and I actually found it. Mystical Moments deck. This was gifted to me by a good friend, and I love it too. This card of compassion and comfort, of safe haven, of the ability to tame the beast, be it the inner beast, the outer circumstance that's really challenging. It's having both. It's synthesis, this card. Does she have there's no infinity symbol here, but there usually is. And she has the lion's ears and the lion's tail. So she's expressing that Leo energy of power, courage, fortitude, and particularly the courage to be vulnerable. Masculine, feminine. And it's just, this was the card. I had to look through my deck because I thought it was this deck, and I found the strength card, and here it was. So I was able to message the person back and say, Mystical Moments. It's the first card out of the pack. I just think, I love tarot. So we're hooked into something here. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Cups, and it may be the strength to walk away from a situation that's no longer fulfilling our heart's desire or our feelings of being accepted, being, sorry, this is going to take a minute, of needing up with somebody who shares that reciprocal affection. You know, this might be, I need to go elsewhere to build in a concrete way. You know, you can even see concrete way. These are like the building blocks, the bricks, where we construct something real, Pentacles energy, that's more emotionally satisfying. You know, this is a card of like going in search of love, in search of pleasure, in search of connection, and the ability to work with other people. And it might entail the courage to walk away from something. Under strength, major arcana card strength. Here we have major arcana card star. I think it's not only the personal strength in a particular relationship, but it carries over into all the areas where you work in 3D with those who are willing to work with you. And I think it becomes kind of the guiding principle, star card, of how we deal not only in this particular relationship or this close circle, 3 of Pentacles, but with the whole collective. You know, the energy we put into something personally, but on the level of the big energies, kind of makes it easier for other people to go in search of connection. A connection that goes somewhere in 3D. You know, we've got the going somewhere to find the connection. Or we can build with somebody, and it takes time. It takes time to walk away. It takes time to reorient our hearts in a direction that is sustaining, Pentacles energy. But I think once this person, perhaps a Leo, does this, and might have to do it more than once, you know, it's walking a path that kind of disappears into the unknown, but there's the implication that the path will take you there. You know, through the dark. There's a destination, and it's solid, and it's sustainable, and it's, you can count on it. Pentacles energy, you can count on it. It sometimes refers to money, but I think more like what you can feel and taste and touch. And then there's this collective energy of the whole tribe, Aquarius. It's a card of healing, of knowing how to get there on the path. I see it as kind of the celestial map or guide, you know, following the star to the place. And it, to me, is to the place of rebirth. 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups star. It takes courage to walk that path, because it does take us into the unknown. Where will this lead me? Where will this lead us? Emperor. In that fire energy of strength. Strength is Leo, this is Aries. And this isn't my favorite. There are 2 Emperor cards here in this deck. And this one's kind of running the show. You know, all the little Lilliputians, you know, he's got everybody on a leash, and he, she, they. I mean, this could be a feminine in that big boss energy of like, what I want, fire energy, and what I want to do is more important than any of you. You know, I'm the biggest thing on the landscape. I'm king of the hill. And I think that perhaps, because we see a girl here on the card, and it is considered a card of divine feminine by some readers, and I'm inclined to agree. That energy of care and compassion and comfort. When we're afraid, this is the energy that brings us strength. You know, not by flexing muscles, but by showing compassion. Being upfront with, you know, you're safe with me. That's what somebody is looking for. And this does, even though this is the bossy boss, emperor energy, it does imply that this person perhaps has the energy to actually rally the strength of a collective. You know, if you do it my way, if you get organized and do it my way, it's actually for the greater good. You know, if you stand back and take that overview, you know, I don't like it though. The king who says, I don't know, what does he say? Knight of Wands. It's kind of a follow me energy. But it's a little bit like this emperor is saying to the people he's in control of, jump through the hoop for me. There's a wonderful quote that I was thinking of the other day. And I can't remember. I think it's, yeah, I'm not sure. Wear the gold hat if that will move her. And if you can bounce high, bounce for her too, till she cries, lover, gold-hatted, high-bouncing, lover, I must have you. You know, the gold hat, the crown, high-bouncing lover, I must have you. It's almost like the emperor themselves is a bit drawn in passionately to somebody, as if he may be not controlled but inspired fire energy to take this leap through the ring of fire. It's dangerous, it's a bit like, and it's a feminine riding side saddle, which is very hard to do. Hard to ride a horse, hard to jump a horse, hard to control a horse. Can be all Wands attributes, especially when paired with the emperor. But this is feminine energy again, like that girl in the yellow dress with the beast in her lap. This is kind of harnessing power. And this may be a divine feminine who is courageous enough to show her power. You know, it might even be to you know, there are all these subjects here on leashes, and this is somebody who's unleashed. Controlling the horse just through her presence, their presence, whomever, to be able to keep their seat, to keep some kind of personal control. On star card we have Fool, another fire energy. This is Aries, like Emperor. You know, it's a whatever new direction, because Aquarian energy is also innovative. You know, this is the new way. This is the new way for us to gather our collective abilities for clarity Like we're all seeing it clearly now, and we can begin. It's somehow harnessing this underground power of growth, the ability to take risks, that kind of rebel energy aspect of Aquarius, to do something new, fool. That's the first card in the major arcana. The courage to take the leap. And I think this might be just a leadership card here. You know, I can rally the collective. I mean, I think you guys, no pressure, but you are natural leaders. You know, you are able to rally people through the strength, you know, the courage of just your compassion. It's not like a bully energy. You're kind of setting an example by your willingness to harness this underground power. I mean, that takes courage. It is the year of the dragon. Tell us about the Knight of Wands. Hierophant. Got a lot of major arcana here. This is a card of Taurus, a card of the teacher, the student, the lesson, particularly attending to the teacher within, the higher power. And the owl has the book, and this is the student being attentive. In traditional Rider-Waite, it shows the guys who are the devotees. And devotee in its best expression is just being devoted. The willingness to follow the teaching. There's something about this that is really inspirational, fire energy, will kind of give you the mojo, or you're giving other people that sense of personal power. Is it this one? Another major arcana. This is a full-blown to the wall reading. The courage to meet and match somebody else's. It's like meeting somebody where they are. You know, not trying to change them, mold them, control them, not having a big agenda, just knowing that this relationship, which is full of compassion and empathy, being willing to know somebody at that deepest level. It doesn't mean we're same. It's almost like we're two different species, bird, woman, lion, woman. But there's that yin-yang we were talking about. And it's predominantly the girl and the animal, the girl and the animal, the girl and the owl. I think Divine Feminine is really grounding somebody, that Taurus energy of Hierophant. And empowering them in some way to perhaps begin again with a different idea of what it is to be powerful and courageous and out there. On Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, again in the feminine aspect. You know, gender feminines can have boss energy. You might be the head of a company. You might just have a lot of muscle in some situation. Some kind of leader of the pack energy, a kind of follow me. I know what to do. I can lead you to this is an energy of cooperation, and so is Star. Three of Pentacles is in 3D. We can build this. And Star is sort of like the perspective to know how to do that with clarity, with a sense of what will heal us. Let's go. 8 of Cups. Like, follow me. On Emperor, please. Oh my God, I don't believe it. The other Emperor card. I like this one a bit better. I think just because of his mustachios. You know, he's got these almost cat-like whiskers. And as well, all the flowers on their uniform. It's a kind of more feminine aspect of Emperor. I think Divine Masculine really has undergone an enormous transformation, and it just may be that whoever this is, male or female, they're coming into that yin-yang energy, Strength card, the blend of the two, Lovers, the meeting of the minds, the meeting of I see you, you see me. We recognize each other. We're willing to take action. And there's something here to me about the second Emperor that's like, I won't build just a kingdom, where all these people are kind of doing what I tell them to do. I build a home. What is a home? Elton John. Build us a house where we both can live. And we've got that low battery again. Boy, I wonder if my phone is sort of giving up the ghost. Okay, we need one more on Emperor. Is it this guy? Page of Swords. A card of new information. Of being inquisitive and curious. This one would say, I'm the boss. I know what I want to do and I know how to do it. And I'm willing to tell y'all how to do it. And this is a bit more like, I'm willing to learn. A refresh, beginner's mind. How to do it in a different way, in an innovative way, in a way that gets us to the healing place, the place where we can begin again. Kind of secure in the knowledge that, we make the leap, we'll be guided, that light on the dragon's tail. It's again kind of the taming of the beast. I think that's all. Is that all? That's all. That's all. I kind of wish there was more, but since I'm running out of time as well on the clock, and there may be that, like the clock is ticking somehow, all these major arcana energies, Emperor twice, Aries twice, Leo in Strength, Gemini in the Lovers, Aries again in the Fool, Aquarius in the Star, Taurus and Hierophant. Higher commitment, this kind. Having the courage to be whole inside, to take action, but action not only to rule, but to be sensitive with these feelers, to feel things out. And particularly, how do I provide a home for the people I love? It has a lot to do with nurturing feminine energy, the feminine side of a masculine. King of Wands, I know how to do it. What I want to do is to establish this 3D cooperative, where we do it, we build it block by block on the basis of fresh information, new information, information that is disseminated to us like the dandelion seeds. You know, we become the seeds, not the puppet on the string, something like that. Empowered. So much power in this. Now I've lost my clicker. Here we go. I love you guys. Thanks for stepping in, joining me here today. Appreciate your presence. I think you're a big presence in the world. You know, and in a way, you've got to claim that power. Don't play small. We need you. The collective needs you. We need each other. This is something we do together, the collective. And thank you very much. And I'll see you next time.